How's it going, team? This is the Brown Man. Whoop whoop. Hang on. There we go. That's better. All right. How's it going, team? This is the Brown Man. Yes, I will have that fixed in there.
Will do,
And
I
no, I want
suppose.
to edit that first one. Wow. Something on my mind today is toxicity and just being mean and etiquette. I don't know if that makes sense. But in Evil Dead, sometimes there's a lack of etiquette. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be annoyed. It's okay to have certain things. But we need to be mindful that we're not kicking out or pushing away other players just because they make some mistakes. Everybody learns at their own pace. And everyone is learning. Right? I played, for example, Dead by Daylight for many, many, many years. So therefore, how I handle this is a lot different than most people. Because I played a game like this. It's like if you play multiverses, and a lot of people are getting into multiverses now. If you didn't play a Smash game or a Brawlhalla game, you're over 20 years behind anybody else. And just because this is your day one isn't the same thing as someone who played Smash, right? So that goes for people in this game, right? There's some people who played Dead by Daylight, played VHS, played other games, and we all start from somewhere. Not everyone starts from the same place. Not everyone plays for the same reason. Right? Watch out. There we go. And uno mas. There, we got it. Not everyone plays for the same reason. Right? So, some people play just for fun. Some people want to get better. Some people just try to casually learn as they go. Some people aren't worried about their stats. Some people aren't worried about certain things. And that's okay. You know, so some people, they haven't been talked to calmly about certain things. So, whenever someone's being a dick, they're not really going to listen, right? If someone's like, why the fuck aren't you healing me? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you getting, doing this and this and this? And it's like, it just doesn't work because people don't want to listen to somebody who's, just yelling at them. Or someone who's like shaming them. Some people are honestly trying. Some people just don't have someone to talk to them in a nice, calm manner. And that's okay. And that's what Brown Man is here for. Brown Man is here for that. And that's why a lot of times I practice my headshots. You see, I grew up slurring my words. I had a really bad speech impediment. And sometimes there is some remainder of that. Sometimes I still dupe up a little bit. But my mind moved at 800 miles a minute. And so did my mouth. And nobody could understand what I was saying. And that was affecting my relationships. So I have to learn that no matter how I felt, especially if I was getting heated, to slow myself down. Because I needed people to understand me. And that's part of what it is for headshot hunting, right? I need to slow myself down. No matter how, these things are gonna move however they move. I'm not in charge of that. What I am in charge of is how do I move? How do I slow myself down? Everyone starts from somewhere. Most people didn't have speech issues like I do, so they're not used to slowing themselves down to look at certain things about what they're doing. Most people don't have certain places. Some people didn't play Dead by Daylight. Some people just couldn't get into it, and I don't blame them. See, that's on me, and I slow down and pop up, and that's what I get for being accountable, right? I learned, I shot, okay, I missed, I shot. I need to take a step back, aim a little smoother, get the headshot, right? Then some people just need to be told. Some people learn, once again, differently. Everyone starts from somewhere, but everyone also has a different way of learning. Some people learn by on their own. Just go left, right, left, right. Some people need some tips. Some people said, hey, you know what? If you try this, some people are learn by diction. Some learn by practice, some learn by diction. And that's okay. And a lot of times when I mess up, like there's a video that I'm gonna upload later, And I was like, damn, how come you guys aren't rushing? How come you got? And I'm like, you know what, Jacob? You messed up. That's it. You messed up. Let me get out of here. Yeah, you messed up. You rushed. And not only did you rush, oop, but you could have stood alive or not got down if you were just more cautious, Brown. Let me pop this. If you were more cautious. How come you wasn't more cautious, Brown? That was it. But at first, because I wanted to do what I wanted to do, my initial instinct is this is going downhill because people are not keeping up with me. Instead of being like, hey, Brown man, you messed up. And that's a part of sometimes when we get salty at other people, it's we mess up and we want there to be some form of compensation. Hey, we messed up. And that's a part of the reason why people don't get into some of these chats. They don't get into the game chats. Because some people they're very mean, they're very rude in the chat, right? Or some people are LGBTQ and some of them have like, you know, they're males or whatever they identify as, but they have like really effeminate voices. And I noticed that with some people, and they're really cool people, but some of them, you know, people get talk shit about them. And it doesn't matter if you're LGBTQ or anything. If people find some way to talk shit and you feel like people will be hostile towards you, you're not going to talk to people. Some people who, you know they're not necessarily good at the game, that's okay. Like you don't have to be an esports player. We just need to respect each other. And people who don't feel respected just won't talk. Like I know some people who used to play this game and it was really cool, but they stopped because they're like, damn, these people are just not talking to me like I'm a person. They're talking at me. Right? So definitely with this game, we just need to respect each other, love each other, etc. This is not Dead by Daylight. I don't want this to be toxic like Dead by Daylight. We need to leave whatever the fuck drama is in Dead by Daylight in Dead by Daylight. Because this is a game where you can ping, where there's in-game chat, there's a lot of communication going on, even between random players. So we need to hold some level of courtesy when we talk to others, and ultimately we just need to have fun. People have different goals. Sometimes when I play with someone, like a random or whatever, and they don't play so well, I'm like, hey, you know what? It's just one of those games. That's okay. This person just playing for fun. This person wants to be a badass. This person clearly doesn't do well with a legendary chainsaw, but should have gave the warrior a legendary chainsaw, but they used it. It's okay. This person just wants to feel like a badass. That's fine. That's what they got the game for. And maybe AI is a little bit too easy for them in AI mode. Ha, there we go. Deep practice. Fix course correct. And that was it. It's just too easy for them. So they came on for here and said, hey, you know what? I'd like to play with other players. And that's fine. This is a game that we should welcome people with different goals. Not everyone is going to be a one-man army, a one-woman army out here annihilating deadites with just their fingertips. Like, not everyone is going to be that person. Not everyone's going to be the, you know, everyone can't be the Avengers. Like, it's okay. This is just a game. And I think ultimately, as long as we remember that, as long as we also remember that these people are not just NPCs or AI, there is somebody at the other end picking up their sticks to enjoy this game. I love this game. I want there to be DLC news, hopefully, and I want this community, although I'm a small guy now, I want to set an example and have the community not be toxic. I want this to be a great, vibrant community. And that's why when I do some of these videos, some of these tutorial stuff, I post, hey, you know what, if anybody has anything that they're having trouble with, or let me reword that. That's an example of mush. If anyone is having trouble with anything, then they can comment and be like, hey, you know what, Brown man, I'm having trouble with this. No judgments. And I'll just say, hey, you know what? Let's get into a match together. Let's squad up, and we'll work on it, buddy. That's fine. And I think that's what people need. People don't need to be cursed at, told they're sucked, and all this stuff. We just need to game and chill, and people learn at their own pace. So if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any suggestions as to how this community can be a bit better, definitely just comment, post something below, because I love this game. I want this game to do better, but along with the lack of content, I see that the toxicity and some of the gatekeeping is definitely going to be an issue as people try to enjoy this game. Dodge. Pop. 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 Damn it. Oh, I thought that was a headshot. That would have been so sexy, right? If it was a triple. Alright. Y'all be safe and have a great day. Pop. Let's see if we get it. Let's see if we get it. Pop. 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 There we go. That's better. Be safe, stay hydrated, and have a good one.